makes it ball one. And another ball. And there's a strike.
Ball, that's in.
And he walked him. And that's their first base runner of the game.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
And now Chipper Jones just missed. Jones batting second in today's lineup. He's usually a third. Runner on the go. Strike in there. Throw. Save. Posada too late with the throw. And it is 2-1. Just missed. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the third and final game of the series. Next offering is in for a strike. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Profar makes his way towards it. He makes the grab. Runner tags at second. And he's in safely at third with one out. Now it's the shortstop. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game.
Well, it doesn't get much easier with this next batter, but I totally understand going with the intentional walk in that spot. He's just too dangerous at the plate right now, and there's a base open, so it gives you options defensively to get an out.
And that one upstairs.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you.
That one is absolutely belted. And it's into the gap. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Here's Brandon Nimmo to the right side. Fires to first in time. Now the third baseman. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. On to third, save. A run comes in on the play.
Waste no time there. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. And they add on. It's 5-zip. Here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. And that one fouled off. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Hauls it in to end the inning. And into the box for Baltimore, Elly De La Cruz. Ground ball up the middle, and it's through for a hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Coming home. He will score.
Everything came together for him. Solid double down the line, and that was a pretty decent pitch that he just turned on. Not really out over the plate. It was inside, but he was more than ready to get that bat through the zone.
Castillo Not a big strikeout guy, but still very effective as far as starting pitchers go. One of those guys that involves the defense and really gets him involved in the action. That one miss.
He moves the ball around all the quadrants of the strike zone and will add and subtract velocity. And because of that, he gets the weak contact. It's all about missing the barrel of the bat.
On to first. They get the out on Soto. Here's Jorge Posada now with a man in scoring position. It seems like this type of guy is kind of a dying breed nowadays.
Well, exactly. When teams are looking for high velocity, high strikeout rates, a guy like this doesn't necessarily do that. So in order to really appreciate how good he is, you have to see him, because if you're just looking at a stat sheet, you might overlook him.
And there's a foul ball.
Ball 3.
In the dirt. No advance from the runners. 3-1 now.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in. With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left. Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Number 9 stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. And the next pitch is way outside. This one in the dirt. On the ground to the left. And foul ball. And they're all loaded up.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
And that one fouled off.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a...
This to third. Goes to second for 1. And that's 2. Back here in Baltimore. New inning getting started. And now here is Jake Myers. That missed by a lot. And that's ball 1.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
That one the other way. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Back to the top of the lineup. This is Bryce Terang. That smash towards center. Base hit. Rudder stops at second. And the first 2 reach to start the inning.
Back-to-back singles. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Jones, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Check swing on a 1-0. Appeal to third. And James Kingsley says he won a round. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back. That one on its way. And it's gone. He sends it out of here. And they throw 3 on the board. It's 8-2. Here's the shortstop at the plate. The walk and a run scored his first time. Check swing called strike. 0-1.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Fly ball down the line. Profar towards the line. 1 away. Here's George Springer. A double and a run scored his first time up. Springer tries to hold up, appeal to first. No swing. He held up. Patrick Johnson with the call there. That one found hard the other way. 1 down, base is empty. Up the middle, and that chance handled. Sends it to first. That takes care of Springer. So digging in, Brandon Nimmo.
Talk about being able to dial up the velocity. That first baseman over there might need a little pad inside that first baseman's mitt.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Makes the catch, inning over. Welcome back to Baltimore alongside former Oriole Chris Singleton. I'm John Shambi. These fans are excited for another season, Singy, and the O's have reached the postseason in back-to-back years, but came up short both times.
Is the third time a charm, Boot?
I don't know. They certainly hope so, but goal number one is, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning. Next to hit, Johnny DeLuca. And first offering is fouled off. Bunting for a hit, and it goes just foul. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Lede gets his lead at first with nobody out. And that one is inside.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're hit.
Slides, but he can't come up with it. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. So back to the top of the Orioles lineup. Elly De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Orioles. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
So here's a fun note on Elly. He became the youngest player in high A ball to homer from both sides of the plate in the same game, and it gets better. He did it again 2 games later. Those are the type of games that tend to get you promoted in the minors.
2-2 the count.
First and second, no outs. Bottom half of inning number 2. That one ripped right center field. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Coming home. He'll score.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Riley in the box now. No balls and a strike. Hit on the ground to short. Throws to first. There for the out. Runner scores from third. And now it's Juan Soto. He's 0 for 1. Foul ball there. Way out front for strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes. 1 ball.
Squirts away a little bit. Runner holds. Count goes to 1-2. Runner on at third. 1 gone. That's down and in. A slider missed.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Now fly ball to right center. Myers sizes this one up. Brings it in. Runner tagging from third. That's a sacrifice fly as he comes across. It's 8-5. 2 down, bases empty. Now at the plate, Jorge Posada. First pitch is in the dirt. Swing and a miss.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
Pitch misses. 2 balls and a strike. Next offering misses down and away. 2 outs, base is empty. That's in there. And the count is filled up.
Count's full.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk. Runner at first. Now on the bump, Felix Bautista.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanding.
And that ends the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the third inning, and stepping in is the speedy number 21. And that misses. And that is ball one. Chris, you played here in 2002. What are the memories that stand out as to being a member of the Baltimore Orioles?
For me, it was just pulling into the parking lot and having those that were there with an encouraging smile or a pat on the back, regardless of how things were going. It made it a...
Runner takes off, pitch in for a strike. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And you had a cameo in the movie Moneyball as an Orioles player in a highlight clip. 0-1 gets a check swing. Appeal to third. And he went around. That's ruled a swing. Man at second. Runner goes again. What a stop. Gathers and throws. The throw wide at first, and both runners are safe.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. When you see a ball come off the bat like that, you know it was pretty much a perfect swing. And for me, I start wondering, and I'm looking on the computer, what was the exit velocity? This time 106.
Now here is Francisco Alvarez. Check swing went around, and it's 0-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. No outs. Runners at first and third. And that one upstairs, ball 1. He was looking to come up with the shutdown inning. And off to a shaky start. Hacks and misses. It's a strike. Now here is Jake Myers. Check swing, but he went too far. Strike 1. Steer. To Elliott, second for 1. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. Back now at Oriole Park. Bottom of the inning. And into the box for Baltimore. Number 9. And that's downstairs. 1-0.
You know, these Orioles showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
And that skips into dirt.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what.
He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Around second now, going for 3. The relay throw. Not in time. He's safe.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Myers settles under it and makes the catch. Runner tags for home. He's in on the sac fly, and it's now a 2-run game. This is J.J. Bleday. First pitch misses.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
Right through there for a strike.
2-1.
Fouls one off. 2-2. 1 out, bases empty. Up the middle, Terang. Now a jump throw. It's there, and that's a great play.
Well, a well-thrown slider like that one can be tough to get in the air. Good downward break on that one.
Johnny DeLuca, the next to hit for the Orioles. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a ground ball, and it finds its way through for a hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
And that's downstairs and outside.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
In the dirt, blocked. DeLuca off of first with 2 away. Ellie falls victim to the K. All set for the start of the inning. Now the leadoff spot for the Braves, Bryce Terang. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Terang measures 6 feet even, 25 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2018. And no swing, says James Kingsley. And a pitch.
That's out.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That one carried. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. He'll circle the bases, and they tack one on the board. It's 9-6. And first offering is fouled off. Lined, and that's a base hit.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. That was one of those swings that feels like you're swinging an aluminum bat. It jumped off so hard, squared it up, and it went screaming at 108 miles per hour.
Kirby checks over to first, and he's back. Stepping in, number 5. Strike on the inside corner. Runner at first with no outs here. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
These hitters like this that have so much power, look forward to seeing them hit the ball a long way. But if you're in the stands, or you're in a broadcast booth, or you're a writer, better keep your eye on the game.
No outs, runner on second. Up and in, look out.
Straighten him up a little bit.
In the dirt. Posada throws to first in time. That's the first out in the top of the 4th. And the batter is George Springer. Up and in, and that's ball 1. That one fouled off. Runner at second here, 1 gone. The 1-1 is fouled off. That just misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That's down and in. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, he's normally going to fill up the strike zone and really limit base runners, but his command in this one just seems off out there. A lot more walks than he's used to giving up.
Nimmo, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Diekman, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
As a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
Struck him out swinging. Nothing happening on the bases, though. Here's the third baseman. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Soto squeezes it, and that is that. Bottom 4 and into the box for Baltimore. So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Garrett Whitlock.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
And another ball. That one in the dirt, and it's 3-0. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at-bat turns out.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Here's Juan Soto. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Nobody out, runner at first. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And ball one.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Went back to the sinker, and it was successful. Jorge Posada, the next to hit for the Orioles. Liner snagged at first.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Hit hard, base hit. Around second is Riley. Throw into third. In there safely.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Ripped to short. Throws across the diamond. That ends the inning. Back here in Baltimore, and now the first baseman. Luke Ray. So now pinch hitter for Atlanta, Heriberto Hernandez. Diekman back to work. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
You know, these Braves, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
He'll do it himself, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. Alvarez stands in now, looks at that one inside. There's a strike, 95 of that one.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
One down, base is empty. That one down the line, and that's just foul. And now the count is even. DeLuca under it. That's out number 2. 2 outs, base is empty. Jake Myers next up for the Braves. Just a slow ground ball this time. Bounces it to first, but he digs it out of the inning. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here's the first baseman, Spencer Steer. Line drive, makes the catch. 1 down.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
That one ripped.
He was all over that one. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front.
Runner on the go. Meanwhile, this pitch gets away. And now a man into scoring position.
Heads up base running right there.
And it's even up.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
pitch outside.
Lede, the runner at second with one away.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's two gone. Ellie De La Cruz at the plate. He's fast.
Faster than me?
Oh, you're over 50, Chris, so yeah. Runner at second, two down. The shortstop takes the ball. In the dirt, but kept close. That one in for a strike, 2-2. That's down and in. A slider missed. And that wasn't even close. Ball 4. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Here comes Austin Riley. You got Here comes a new arm for the Braves, Jeff Hoffman. He has a great slider with tons of movement. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Out to short. Tosses to first. Inning over on the ground out. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Bryce Terang. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And it falls. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. And now they've got some speed on first. So we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Jones stands in now and watches strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Ball 1 there. And out number 1 on the grab. And the batter will be the shortstop. There goes the runner. It's a pitch out.
0-1, no strikes.
Posada, tag, great throw. There's a swing and a drive. Back there. And that one's gone into the bleachers. A solo shot. And they add to the lead. It's 10-6. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. He dives, but he can't make the catch. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
All over that one right there. He put a great swing on that ball. Took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. 105 exit velocity.
Slides, but it gets by him. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
A couple of singles back to back. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Now, number 21, just off the outside edge, and it's 1-0. Swing and a pop-up, foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. And that is downstairs. Now 2 balls and a strike. This one in the dirt. Springer, the lead runner, out at second. Nimmo on at first with 2 down. Swing and a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. Got it. Good job at damage control right there. And welcome back to the ballpark. Juan Soto now. Can't glove it cleanly. And they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. Here's the Oriole cleanup hitter, Jorge Posada. Year in and year out, this guy an MVP candidate. First pitch just misses. Next offering is fouled back. 1-1 now. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And they'll do it again. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swings through it for the K. Some high cheese for strike 3. Here's Profar now. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
2 down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss. And that. We go to the top of the 7th. And now the first baseman, Heriberto Hernandez. In plenty of time to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. And now the catcher comes up to him, Francisco Alvarez. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Throws to first in time. And 2 away to start the 7th. Jake Myers next up for the Braves. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Zips it to first. They don't come any quicker. 3 pitches for 3 outs. Back now at Oriole Park, set for the last half of the 7th. Here's the second baseman, number 9. And that is out of play.
You know, these Orioles, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. 8 of their hits came off the bat at 90 miles per hour or harder. These guys are not getting fooled right now.
The next offering misses. Now 1-2. And that's in the dirt. And there's a ball. Hit hard on the ground to short. 1 up, 1 down. Spencer Steer, the next to hit. Late on that fastball.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Not even close there. And it's a ball and a strike. Swings through that one out in front that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one inside. And the count is even, 2-2. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Jay. Drew Pomerantz taking over on the mound.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Next offering popped in the air, right field. Springer there makes the catch, and there's 2 away. So it's their last chance in this one. So next. To hit for Baltimore, Johnny DeLuca. Pomerantz, 36 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. In the dirt. That one catches the zone, and the count even at 1. And delivers outside. Steer off of first with 2 away.
Ball 3.
Squirts away a little bit. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Not what he wanted to do there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive and gives this offense a good chance to cut into their deficit.
1-0.
In the dirt. The 1-0. In the dirt. Right through there for a strike. They're down to their final strike.
2 balls.
1 strike away. And that's way high. And now it's 3-2. Stays alive. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Coming home. 1 run is in safely with a double, his second of the day.
Love how he became a really tough out with.
New pitcher on now, Justin Martinez.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the
hard hit left side. On to first, ball game. And the Braves slug their way to a win in this one.
Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win, Boog. They turned to him when they didn't have the lead. He kept things steady, and he's rewarded with the W.
And your final 10-7. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.